Hey guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here. We're back with Hunter x Hunter episode number 30. Now, before we get into the episode, I did miss yesterday. This is more of a story for the people on Patreon, the people on YouTube. This will have happened a week ago, of course, so you might have more information on this now. But it's actually something that is incredibly exciting for this channel. I've been working with and I can't, of course, say anything as of right now. But I have been working with a certain company that I am confident that a lot of you have heard of for some specific content that they asked for. And this legitimately is something that could allow me to possibly, I'm not sure yet. It's something that could allow me to do what I enjoy doing full time. On top of course, Patreon is an enormous help. Patreon is definitely it's huge, and as you can see, I'm not making a whole lot, but if you add that with Google and then with anything else I get from YouTube, it all just kind of adds up into allowing me to do what I love to do. But that's the reason why I was gone yesterday. Again, I really hope you guys understand, because this is something really huge for me in this channel. Of course, we'll see. I am very close to being able to say details, but I'm not yet. I'm not there yet. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know it wasn't a case of me just being really lazy yesterday. I did have a very legitimate reason, because I was working on something important. But with that out of the way, I know I probably shouldn't have said that, because now people are just going to be asking questions. Please don't ask questions. The time will come when the time comes to tell you guys what's actually going on. But anyways, today we are back with Hunter x Hunter episode number 30. I didn't even pull up my notepad, because today actually I was messing around a lot with the green screen, because I also was actually wanting to have the green screen ready to go today, but it's just not feasible without the proper lights. But I did get it really close to looking good. But anyways, I'm just like a little bit off track right now, just because, again, a lot of stuff are happening. But we learned about Nen last episode. Again, in specific, Ten, Zetsu, Ren, and Hatsu. I'm assuming we're going to learn about each one like individually in depth as we learn through the entire, you know, Nen focus. So again, we learned a lot about Ten at the very end of last episode. Did I just say Wave? Wing kind of like bumped a bunch of stuff in together to teach us about Ten. I'm guessing once we learn about Ten, we're going to learn about Zetsu in depth, and he'll show us examples, and then Ren, and then Hatsu. And again, my biggest thing that I love about this, and again, a couple of my Patrons were giving me some examples for last episode, which is definitely cool. But it's definitely cool to see that, you know, Nen has kind of been embedded in pretty much everything thus far, and even like different, like Ten has been utilized a decent amount. The one that I noticed, of course, is Ren, because it's very easy to notice. It's kind of the one that you're supposed to notice. And of course, again, Zetsu, we've seen with Gon already trying to suppress his aura. Hatsu, again, is the only one that I don't think I have any clue what it's about, other than acting on will. But again, that is kind of the dumbed down version of the explanation we got. I'm sure we're going to re-go over Hatsu soon, and I'm sure it's probably one of the most important aspect, because I would imagine acting on a will is pretty important when using Nen, say in a fight situation or something. Because if you use Ten for defense, well, what if defending isn't helping you? What if the enemy just got a lot of stamina and can just keep punching you? What if Zetsu hasn't? I mean, you can't really nullify your aura well, I mean, you can, but it's not going to do much if the opponent knows where you are, unless it has other uses, of course, which it might. Ren, of course, what if your opponent is just too strong to be intimidated by Ren? What do you do then? Of course, that is where the last resort of Hatsu, the final focus, comes in. Again, I feel like it's going to be a very important one, but I don't have exact details yet on what exactly it does, right? Other than acting on will. But anyways, like, I'm just so excited, because again, we're learning this is the biggest fundamental rule the Hunter x Hunter universe, I believe, is Nen. Or that's what I would assume, at least. But anyways, links at the top of the description. I was gonna say links at the top of the reaction. Links at the top of the description. It'll take you to the Vimeo reaction. You can watch the 10-minute highlight there, and then you can head back here afterwards for the post-episode discussion. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so that was episode number 29. So what happened is we learned a bit about what happens past the 200th floor. You essentially need 10 wins to clear. If you lose, you lose. If you lose, you're out. But if you win these 10 wins in a row, basically you can move on to fight a floor master. There are 21 floor masters that reside from floors 230 to 250. And those floor masters take place in what is known as the Battle Olympia, which is just a giant tournament, I guess, between them all. The winner is who is on floor 250. Basically, the floor masters, again, once you beat a floor master, you become that floor master, and I'm assuming you just move up or move down the ranks, kind of like that. There's 90 days in between each match that you do, past floor 200. And then the episode ended with us, with the Peg Dude squaring up against Gon. The Peg Dude is currently at a 4-1 record, and he seems to be very skilled with the whole top ability he's got going. He's got Gon at a score of 0-1 right now, because of his clean hit. So we'll see how Gon can kind of counter that. Again, I feel like Gon has to kind of calm down right now. He's a little bit too sketched out with all these tops spinning around, which, I mean, who wouldn't be, to be fair? But I feel like he's got to calm down. Use Nen, and use Nen some more. Man, what else is that? That's pretty much all that happened, really. Again, Wing, we learned that the reason why he's helping them is basically just because he doesn't want to see them get absolutely obliterated on the top floor, because that's what would happen. Oh yeah, and Ahsoka let them by. He said that if you beat one person above floor 200, you get to fight me. So I guess this is Gon's chance. You got to beat this guy to fight Ahsoka. What else? Honestly, that's probably mostly it. I don't have a whole lot of time for this post-episode discussion, so I'm just gonna pretty much end you guys off with that. Again, quick shout out to all my Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. If you want early access and or the full-length versions of these reactions, just click that link in the description, hit the Patreon, and check that out. But with all of that out of the way, again, I thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with episode number 30. We're into the 30s. Until then, peace out.